Give me 20 minutes and I will increase your Shopify conversion rate by 276%. After running hundreds of A/B tests and helping over 20 brands add over $5 million to their bottom line. So today I'm going to show you 9 proven ways that are going to instantly increase your conversion rate. These secrets are being used by the biggest brands in the space, and I'm going to show you visual examples so you can A/B test them out on your website and make a lot of money. So let's get straight into the video. So before I jump into the 9 ways, I would like to explain a concept which I tell to almost everybody that I meet on the call. I would like you to see these CRO implementations as a pyramid. So the most important thing is offer and images and copywriting. So if you have these 2 things from the top of the pyramid, you are more likely to be able to get to 4, 5, even 6 million a year. Even like 2-3 weeks ago, I met with somebody that had a horrible website, but just because he had a very good offer, he had very good images, and he was amazing at writing copy, he managed to scale to $6 million by doing dropshipping. Now, this doesn't mean that the website UI and UX changes, they are not important, but if you can choose to focus on something and you can take something from this video, please focus on these 2 things. I'm going to tap into all 3 a little bit, and I'm going to start by going to the first point. So the first point is the offer. As Alex Hormozi was saying, offer is king, and it's true. And a good offer will make a difference between a brand doing 100K a month and a brand doing 1 million a month. And here are a few examples of strong offers, and these are just things that we have seen convert throughout the years of A/B testing. So first is curated bundles. A good example was one of our clients called Crazy Compression. So I'm going to show you the website. Back in the days when we started working together, his AOV was around $55. And he was selling majority of the products just singles, and he was just selling one product, and people were manually going and choosing to buy 1 or 2 products. Now what we did, in order to raise his AOV, we bundled 4 of the top selling products and on every single category, and now his AOV got to 83, for example. So here I have another example of True Classic. If you don't know, True Classic is one of the fastest growing D2C e-commerce brands in the world at the moment. So what they are doing that helped them grow so fast is, 1, the quality and the branding and the ad side and everything that is related to the creative, they are amazing at that, but also the offer. So what they are doing here, they created curated packs, analyzing what are the top best-selling and most frequently bought products together, and they combine them together, and instead of selling them as singles and offering them, you can also buy singles, but it's just harder to find them on the store. Here right now, you go and you have the first thing, curated packs. You can just select whatever you want. You can analyze them, you can look at them, and you can just quickly buy. So the psychology behind creating curated packs is that it removes the friction from the customer needing to go from one product page. It needs, let's say, they would have only singles and they wouldn't have build your pack or curated packs. I would want to buy a blue. I press add to cart. Then I want to buy a black one. I need to go on the collection page, which is 1 click. And then I have to press the second click to get on that collection page. And then I have to choose my desired product, and then I have to add to cart. So it's like 4 or 5 clicks. So if you can create curated packs, you make it so much easier for the customers and you remove so much cognitive friction, and they just add to cart and then just end up buying because it's easy. And when it's easy, your conversion rate is going to increase. A smooth funnel means higher conversion rate. So please take notes of this because this is really powerful. Now, bundle offer. So by bundle offer, I mean additional free physical products or digital products that are complementary to the main product. And this is where Space Goods does an amazing job. So when you want to buy something from Space Good, let's say that you're a first-time customer, you've never heard about this brand, you just go for the first time on the website. This is some sort of alternative to coffee. And their offer is so good because you get a free cup, you get a free whisk, you have a free scooper. And once you go lower, they reinforce that. You get a free moon shoes. Again, they reiterate the value. And when you create an offer that has more products, and you also show the value. So they are for free, but they cost $19, $19, $14. I don't think that a spoon costs $14, $19. But because you added so many products, now the perceived value of your offer, it's immediately higher. So then when you want to buy and you realize that it's only 39 euros in this case, or whatever the currency it is, you think that you're getting such a good deal. So obviously you're gonna buy. Like right now, if I would want to buy an alternative to coffee, I would just feel stupid to say no to such a good offer, because on top of that, I'm getting all the other benefits like free shipping, skip all cancel anytime. This is for the subscription. Also, I'm getting a 69% off. this is such a good deal. So I hope you understand what I'm going through, and this is how this brand managed to scale to multi 8 figures a year. Another option would be buy more, save more. This is like buy 3, save 20%, buy 5, save 40%, and so on and so forth. The next one will be buy one, get one free, or buy two, get one. Or this is also called the BOGO. So this was very, very popular a few years ago. And there was a time where the Udi was scaling like crazy with this offer, buy one, get one free. So this one, it's also very popular. And we had clients that also used the same offer. And in Q4, it just works very, very well, especially if you're in the gifting space. And this is a side note, the more creative you can get with your offer, the better. And here I want to give you an example from KinoBuddy. So this is the KinoBuddy website. Of course, they had a better landing page when they run the ads. It was something created custom. But what they did, they bundled 2 supplements together, 1 digital product, access to a community, and they named their offer Mojo Mastery Challenge. They give a sexy name. And if you're familiar with Alex Hormozy, $100 million book, it says give your product or your offer a sexy, enticing name, and they managed to scale to 15 million a year. So you can take some inspiration from this. This is really, really powerful. And also, the more creative and the more authentic you can be with your offer, the more you're going to be able to differentiate yourself from the market. So this was point number 1, and this is honestly one of the most powerful take. Now, secondly, branded product images. This is so freaking powerful, and I'm gonna tell you in a bit why. So I have a few examples from Huel, Hallo, Woofs, and Alo Yoga, which is fashion, which also in fashion, you can optimize and create branded product images. So here's what I'm talking about. I will go first to a website that it's not a good example, and then I'm gonna show you some good examples. So an example of no would be this one, which is a website called Pet Store. And for one of their products, I literally don't see anything, like no information about it above the fold. I can only see the brand, which is in this case, Wild Animal Products. Okay. So this is an example of yes from Huel. This is the main photo. This part is very important. This is called the above the fold. And 100% of the traffic is going to see this section of your store. So in this case, you want to maximize the amount of information that you can show to a customer. You can imagine this as being the elevator pitch. You have 3 seconds to say everything that you want to say in order to sell me something. So in this case, I know that this is a meal, not a protein shake. It's a big statement. You get a free t-shirt and a shaker. And the photos are well thought in the order that they are being displayed, because it's like a story. I go from the first one to formulated with naturally beneficial ingredients, over 160 health benefits, and then I have all the benefits listed, and benefits and features. I have social proof. This is very, very important. Now, these are all the ways that I can consume the product. And here I can see all the products that I get for free. Now, if the other example, the bad one, would show me all these things somewhere down below, a lot of the traffic is not going to scroll so much. So this is why you have to maximize the amount of information that you showcase to the customer in this section. This is why it's really important. The next example is Hallo. So Hallo, on the first photo, I see a big statement, 1 million pairs sold. Then it's made in USA, which is also really important. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. I see benefits, I see features, social proof, I see the size chart, and then who is this for? This also is another very powerful photo. So the next brand is called Woofs. And in the first photo, I already can understand that this is for dogs. They sell supplements for dogs. This is vet recommended. 99 saw improvements in mobility in 90 days. And I get the money back guarantee. The second one, social proof through a video. This shows me recommendations of who is this for, benefits. It's a beautiful one, crafted with love, backed by science. Social proof, more results and reviews, more trust, and lifestyle gifts and imagery. So the last example that I want to show you is Alo Yoga. So I want to show you how these principles not only work just for other niches, but also big brands started to use this even in the fashion industry. So right now I'm on the Alo Yoga, one of their product pages, and in here, this is a very subtle change that they've made, but it makes such a big difference. So as the user starts to scroll to the secondary photo, I can already start to see benefits or features of the product, exactly as it is displayed right here. This is so simple. It's a subtle change, but it makes such a big difference at scale. So after analyzing over 500 brands, these are the most common types of product photos that I would include above the fold. So the first one, show all products that are included in the offer in the first photo. The second one would be benefits, and you can show ideally 1, 2, or maybe even 3 photos with benefits. Social proof, reviews and testimonials. Make sure that you have as much trust as possible before and after of the product being used. This works very well for skincare and health brands, lifestyle imagery, size chart for fashion brands, and comparison table like us versus them, and you can list all the benefits why we are better than the competitor. Now, the next powerful element is offering the option to buy multiple products. So this ties into the offer as well a little bit, but I want you to know that people always want to buy more if you give them a reason to buy more. So a lot of e-com brand owners that I talk to, if they offer a single product, they always tell me, I don't really know if people would like to buy 3 products of the same product. When we give them the option, exactly like Obvi does in this scenario, where they just added the quantity button right here, or they add 1, 2, or 3 of the same, then AOV increases and people actually buy more, because you give them a reason to. In this case, I don't save anything if I buy just the 30-day supply, but if I buy for 90-day supply, I save $30. So the next way that you can increase your conversion rate is by labeling products as bestsellers. This is such a subtle way of maximizing the amount of revenue that you can make. And I want to show you one of our clients called Crazy Compression. We did one test for him and we added this label in the category page, and we added 13,000 per month to his website. So this is an 8-figure store, one of our clients called Crazy Compression, and all we did, we slapped the bestseller label, the bestseller badge, on top of the actual bestsellers of the store. So this taps into something that is called herding effect. If people see that these products are in demand, they have an instinct to go for the exact same products that other people are buying. So this creates an effect. If other people are choosing the same product, this must be good. So if this is good, then I'm going to buy it too. So this also increases the conversion rate. So this is a real example, and a lot of brands I've seen doing the exact same thing. Other example of labels that you can tag would be our favorite, or our number 1 bestseller, or our secondary bestseller. This is another type of label that you could add. The next powerful method to increase your conversion rate is gamifying the progress bar in your cart. So if you don't have a progress bar already, you're missing out. So first, try to test that out, and I'm going to show you what I mean. And the next level of the progress bar would be gamifying that. So let me show you what I mean. This is a redesign concept for a client of ours called Runner, and they have right now a basic Shopify cart. And the main things that we want to do here is introduce a gamified progress bar and also offer a product for free. So right now we are tapping in 2 things. Is one, we are improving the offer, and we want to show people the value, and people like to play games in a way. And so 1, we are showcasing the offer, and 2, we are introducing a progress bar that is already, we are introducing the gamification inside. So in here, people can see if they are at whatever, $42, or they have spent 32, they see how much they have until they get free shipping plus a mystery gift. And if they spend until $100, they get a free shoe bag. So I want you to take something from the video is AOV and revenue per visitor should be actually your main North Star when it comes to optimizing your website, because if you raise your average order value, and in this case, this test will increase the average order value for sure, but if the conversion rate drops, then this is not really a good change. So in order to make sure, this is a tangent, this is a video that I would like to go a little bit in another video, and I'm going to talk about revenue per visitor. But if you don't know, Google about it, because this is the North Star metric that you should look at when you make changes on your store and see how that change affects your website. So probably you have seen this gamification process on many other websites. There are many brands that are doing the same thing as I explained right now in the example. Now, the next way to increase your conversion rate is mention where you make or you source your products. So these days, in a world full of online brands, you have to be different, and transparency creates so much trust. So we did a test for our client Crazy Compression, and this test alone generated $26,000 a month just for the desktop version, because unfortunately this one didn't perform so well for mobile, but it performed for desktop. So I'm going to show you. So on the product page, we noticed through survey analysis that the people appreciate a lot the fact that this is a family-owned brand. They are based in North Carolina. So we wanted to take this a step further. You know, a lot of brands like Hello, which I'm gonna go in a second, they mention made in USA. That's a very good one. But if you can be even more specific with your products, made in North Carolina, this is way more specific. So for other brands, let's say that you have a skincare brand and you source your product from Korea, you can just mention made in Korea. This is huge. People know in the skincare industry that products from Korea are high quality. So for Hello as well, they also mentioned that it's made in USA. So this is huge. If you can mention that it's made in Norway or wherever you are from, this will have such a big impact in your conversion rate because people will trust you more because you're a real legitimate brand. The next way, and it's one of my favorite ones to increase your conversion rate, is having a visual hamburger menu. So we did a hamburger menu test for crazy compression, and this resulted in another $26,000 a month increase. This is how it looked before. This was the after. And this is just how the functionality, if somebody presses on themed compression socks, it takes them to the next subcategory. So everything is visual. So I want to show you also the live website. This is how it looks. I would like to go and show you a couple more brands. So Hello does the same thing. Very nice looking. It's very clean. The next one that I really also like is the Alo Yoga. So Alo Yoga, again, does an amazing way of creating it. And you see you have also the categories: women, men, accessories, shoes. You have a search bar, you have everything that you need, and everything is visual and more easy to scan. So if things are easy, it creates cognitive ease, which will help and guide people get faster to where they want to go without creating any cognitive friction. And because of that, your conversion rate will increase. So that's basically pretty much the psychology behind this. People like to see visuals and icons instead of just plain text that it's very basic. Another way that you can increase your conversion rate is by adding your categories on the homepage. So I want to show you another test that we did for crazy compression. This one added 45,000 a month. And this type of test is very popular right now in the D2C Shopify ecosystem, is taking the most clicked and most important categories that are shown in the hamburger menu and showcasing them on the homepage. This will work really well if you push a lot of traffic from Meta or Google or other source to your homepage. And the goal of this test is to remove 1 or 2 clicks from the customer journey and make sure that they don't have to click here and then they think where they have to go. They can only see their desired categories almost straight away. So by having this change right here, you create more cognitive ease again, and this will help increase with the conversion rate. So it did the same with crazy compression. I would like to also show you how Alo Yoga does it, because they do also a fantastic job at this. So as you can see right here, they do the exact same thing, and they did their research before they implemented this, and now they're showing the most clicked categories. And I'm basically can tell you that these categories are the most clicked. If you go in here, these are the most clicked as well. So they just want to save the customers a few clicks from their journey. So this is why this test is so freaking powerful. This is the 9th way that you can increase your conversion rate, is having a quiz funnel. Why having a quiz funnel is so powerful? It's like your secret salesman. So a person that has spent 1 or 2 minutes going through your quiz gets a personalized product recommendation. It's more likely to convert. So you can study these brands, Huel, Obvi, or AG1. They are doing an amazing job. I want to show you an example from Huel. Anywhere on their website, this is attached right here. You can take the quiz, and you can use an app to create this, or you can just custom code it. As far as I know, Huel did this one customized. So because right now they ask you questions and you give your information about yourself to them, at the end, you'll get a dedicated recommendation. You will be more likely to buy. This is insanely powerful. We have tested it with many other brands, and this works very well. And also, not just having it on the store, but you can try running Facebook ads and pushing them through a quiz. And after they complete that, they will land on the dedicated product page that speaks on their language, because you create tailored copy for that specific product page and for that specific avatar, and you will end up making a lot more money. Now, a few apps that I recommend is Lantern by App Addict and Octane by AI Quiz. I'm not affiliated with these, but I just try them with clients and they just work very well. Now, what I want you to take is, please do not just take away everything that I said right here and implement. because you might end up hurting your brand. The main takeaway of this video is everything that you want to implement on your store needs to be A/B tested. So if you don't know what to A/B test, if you don't know where to start, you can feel free to book a call down below with me and my team, and we'll make sure that we will increase your AOV and your conversion rate, and you will make a lot more money. And also, if you like this video, I'm pretty sure you're gonna like this video where I talk about how to scale your brand to 20 million a year with CRO. This is very good. So thank you so much. I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.